Hi everybody! I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about to you in today's vlog, and then it just kind of hit me because I get asked about this like all the time, and that is people who want so badly to be married but they're not married yet and they feel stuck, or something kind of along those lines. It's like you just desire marriage, kids, a cozy home, and yet you feel so far from it, and that's what I want to talk about with you guys today. But before we get into that, I want to tell you guys about Gloria Patri Coffee. They are my favorite coffee brand because their quality is amazing. My husband and I love all their roasts. They're dark, they're light, and they're medium, and that's really rare for us because we are really big coffee snobs, and we've stuck with them ever since we found them. I would love for you guys to try them as well. Go to gloriapatri.com and use my promo code HIPPIE10 at checkout. Now, many might say, well, how do you know? You got married at 25. Okay, that's true, but that doesn't mean I never went through what you guys are going through right now, okay? I desired marriage from a very, very young age, and once I hit my 20s, I genuinely felt like I was running out of time. I wasn't, okay? I want to make that clear. I was not running out of time, but I just felt like it, and I was panicking because none of the guys I knew at that time were husband material, and I was actually considering settling with somebody who would have been a really bad choice because of my fear of not getting married at a young age. So don't do that, okay? Just don't do that. Whether you're 19, 25, 37, whatever, you are not behind, okay? You are not failing as a Catholic. You are not a failure in general. There are a lot of creators out there who act like you're a pathetic loser if you're not married and have 3 kids by the time you're like 27. And I really think that that's doing some major harm to those who feel quote unquote stuck in singlehood. It's like singlehood is treated as a disease and the only cure is marriage right now. Like, you have to get married right now. But in reality, singlehood is amazing. I mean, it teaches us so many things about ourselves, our relationship with God, and allows us to find hobbies, things we truly enjoy, and just in general to grow into ourselves. And then that way we can be confident in who we are, and when the right person comes along, you'll have the confidence and knowledge to know that. Right here, I'm prepping dinner. I start making dinner around 3 p.m. and then I finish it usually when Max gets home from work, so it's nice and hot when he's home. But here I'm making a pierogi bake. It's so good. You guys have got to make this. Max's mom used to make this for us on really cold days, and it's just a crowd favorite. Everybody loves this pierogi bake. I'm linking the recipe below in case you guys want to try it. Super easy, super good. I highly suggest you make a double batch because we eat this for lunch the next day too. But back to our topic. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of people out there online who just look down on single people, and for what? Like, they're flexing their marriage online, but for what? They were single once too. It boggles my mind because they treat marriage almost like it's a type of idol, I guess you could say. And look, I love marriage. I love my husband. I love my marriage. You will never hear me say anything negative regarding my marriage or marriage in general. However, I also understand that not everyone is in the same phase of life I'm in, or maybe they're not even called to marriage. Who knows? To be clear, I do think there are some people out there who are just a little too sensitive to anything marriage related. They feel stuck in their singlehood and then they become bitter towards those people who are married, or like the people who share marriage content. And that's not okay either, okay? There is virtue in the middle. I share very little about my marriage, mainly because I value privacy, and I don't need strangers' opinions on my marriage, our choices, my husband, etc. People are way too comfortable just sharing their opinions about your life without even knowing you. And you know what? That's a part of being on the internet. I accept that. And so I put in specific boundaries so that I won't have to deal with that. Because it can be really frustrating when people can take like a 5-second clip out of context And then the next thing you know, the entire internet thinks you're in a toxic relationship. It's just crazy what can happen online. And I choose what to put out and what not to put out. And I recognize that I have a duty to preserve my privacy, my husband's privacy, our future children's privacy from the internet. And so that's why I'm pretty reserved and private about things. I will share about things that I feel comfortable sharing about, and I don't care if it gets taken out of context or whatever. But for the most part, when it comes to my marriage, it's just like we are very private. We really do handle things on our own, and even our friends, you know, we handle things between each other because the marriage is between Max, me, and God. And it only takes three. There should be no outside voices. There should be nobody else. You should be able to figure out your marriage together. You shouldn't need your friend's input, your sister's input, your mom's input, etc. I have never gone to any of my friends for marriage advice. I have never gone to any of my family members for relationship advice or anything like that. Max and I have always talked things out if something bothers us, and we've always worked it out every single time. We've never needed outside help. Now, I know that's not every single couple. Obviously, I know that some couples do need couple therapy or couple spiritual direction. I get that. But if you're calling your mom like every weekend complaining about your husband, that's not healthy. Stop that. Or if you're a guy and you're constantly complaining to your buddies about your wife, stop that. That is red flag, immature, intolerable behavior. Go to your husband or your wife and work it out. I tend to get a little spicy in these, so I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope that what I said really did help you, whether you are single or not single or whatever. I don't know. I just yap. I'm just a girl. Anyways, don't forget to check out Gloria Patri in the description below, along with other affiliates, and I will talk to you guys in the next vlog. Bye!